The first role that Dilireba played was unexpectedly introduced by her father. In the domestic entertainment circle, there are not many people who are generally recognized as great beauties. Their appearance is impeccable from any angle, and they are tall and recognizable. Only Fan Bingbing, Liu Yifrey, Dilireba and others can meet such a beauty standard. In the field of beauty, they are invincible and have almost never failed. Despite the numerous works, people still talk about their beauty in the end. However, although Dilireba and Fan Bingbing are equally beautiful, there are still some differences between the two. Fan Bingbing started out as a maid in the early days, and gradually established her position through several small supporting roles in dramas such as My Fair Princess and Little Lee Flying Dagger. Since then, her career has been high, and finally reached its peak. Dilireba starred in her first work in Narhan when she debuted. This is a 5-1 project drama produced and broadcast by CCTV. She played the leading female role and had a lot of pump. And Narhan is a red drama set in Xinjiang. The story unfolds from the perspective of the heroine Narhan, so this role is crucial. She not only needs to have exotic and smart temperament, but also must have excellent acting skills. After receiving the shooting task, director Yang Qingxia widely searched for suitable actors in Xinjiang. Although CCTV and industry insiders recommended many candidates to her, she was not satisfied after meeting these candidates. So that when the start of the filming was approaching, the selection of the heroine was still undecided, which gave her a headache. Until one day, she found a photo of Dilireba in a man's mobile phone. Although the photo was blurry and lacked clear focus, it was difficult to recognize, but the girl in the photo smiled like a flower, which made her feel very surprised. So she immediately instructed the executive director to summon the girl from Shanghai to Beijing for an audition. When she saw the slender and elegant girl, although the long journey made her look a little tired, her eyes were still clear. She made a decision without hesitation. It was her. Many years later, Reba mentioned this past event in an interview. She recalled that at that time, director Yang Qingxia was looking for an actress suitable for playing Anna Erhan on a large scale throughout Xinjiang. Her father happened to meet the director during a performance. During the conversation, he mentioned that he had a daughter who was a freshman at the Shanghai Theatre Academy, studying acting. The director asked Reba's father to show him a photo. Reba's father handed the director a mobile phone with Reba's photo as the screensaver. After seeing it, the director's eyes lit up and he immediately said, "Make a call and let the child come to see me." We have no way of knowing which screensaver photo Reba's father set that year, but looking through her old photos from her early years, we can find that she has been beautiful since she was a child, and she was born to be this material. The facial features of the strong color system, on a small face, the eyes occupy a large proportion, but they are not the kind of bland and empty big eyes, but full of spirit and charm, containing a rich sense of story. Looking back at her college photos, even without heavy makeup, her facial features are still outstanding. During the military training, she wore camouflage uniforms and a camouflage hat, but the brim of the hat could not hide her beautiful face. Her facial contours were very flat, and her jawline was clear. She could easily handle light or heavy makeup. It was hard to imagine how popular she was at school. Wearing national costumes, the exotic style that came to her was intoxicating. Her facial features were clearly defined, and every part was as delicate as a sculpture. She smiled sweetly, and her eyes showed purity and clarity. She stood out in the crowd and was particularly eye-catching and dazzling. At the age of 18, she was admitted to the Shanghai Theatre Academy. In the same year, Lu Chuan was casting for the movie The Feast of Kings. She participated in the interview for the role of Yuji. Although she was not selected in the end, she left a precious image. During the audition, she wore a white gauze dress, combed a neat bun, and appeared without makeup. Her facial features looked particularly bright and moving. She introduced herself, saying she was 18 years old, 171 centimeters tall, and weighed 42 kilograms. After becoming famous, in order to lower public expectations, her height was reported as 169 centimeters on the Wikipedia. She is slender and tall, and years of folk dance and ballet training have made her elegant and outstanding. She is graceful, with a hint of youthfulness that has not been tainted by the world, and her voice is soft and sweet. She answers the questions raised by the judges one by one in a baby voice. The photographer seemed to be particularly fond of her and frequently gave her frontal shots. In close-up shots, the acne on her forehead is clearly visible, but her facial features are indeed flawless. She is born with thick eyebrows, her eyes naturally present an effect that looks like eye makeup, and her eyelashes are thick and long. The whole face is almost perfect. However, she was not selected, which made her a little unconfident. After many female stars become famous, they often feel that those are black history when they look back at their videos or photos before their debut. However, Reba was completely different. The more unretouched the photos are, the more they can show her natural beauty. A little makeup makes people fall in love at first sight. That kind of beauty is not a little girl, but a heavy and majestic charm. When an Arhan was broadcast, she and other main creative staff of the crew returned to the Great Valley in Turpan, where the filming took place, and reporters from CCTV also came to the village for a follow-up visit. CCTV has always been called a magic mirror. Many stars will reveal their true appearance under the lens of CCTV, but Reba still has fair and tender skin, radiant and stunning beauty. However, the audience of an Arhan is relatively limited. Many people really know Reba through the role of Fuku, the junior sister in Gujian Kitan. Objectively speaking, Fuku's styling is indeed a bit unsatisfactory. Her thick and neat bangs hanging from the top of her head almost cover half of her face. When I first saw it, my first reaction was, this girl has really big eyes. But it always feels a bit awkward. In the same period of Wind and Romance, the role of Li Ji, who played a supporting role, attracted great attention. Her exotic look perfectly matches her bright temperament, and the headdress and veil add a sense of mystery. She showed her profound skills in the dance, and every dance showed great confidence, as if her whole body was shining. Her success in breaking through the circle is attributed to 2 supporting roles, one of which is Gaowen and Diamond Lover starring Tang Yan. This role setting is very likable, and the performance is also lively and clever, smart and charming, which instantly attracted the audience. Gaowen in the play is a small star. Her lines mention that she has 8 million fans. Reba, who was still a little transparent at the time, had only more than 6 million fans. After the show was broadcast, Reba gained 2 million fans overnight, reaching 8 million fans both in and out of the play. Another role that attracted widespread attention was Yang Mi's role as the Little Red Fox by Feng Jiu in Eternal Love. Each of her looks complements her. Pink clothes make her look elegant and refined, red clothes are bright and charming, and she wears a phoenix crown on her head, which makes her look elegant and dignified. Her bones are very beautiful, and the outline of her head wraps around her face. When she doesn't have bangs, her face looks small and symmetrical, but when she has bangs, she looks too rigid. Later, she gradually became popular, but the commercial works that followed were released one after another, and her look began to become more like an internet celebrity. The unchanging straight hairstyle and dragon whisker bangs not only limited her acting skills, but also made her labeled as unsuitable for costume dramas. After watching roles such as Gaowen and Feng Jiu, who can deny her acting skills? Who dares to say that she is not suitable for costume dramas? The key lies in the quality of the script and the care of the stylist. She is still beautiful today, but every time I see her photos when she was 18, I can't hide my surprise. She seems to be born for this industry, but I didn't expect that her first role in the industry was introduced by her father.